Hello. Good afternoon to you guys. How are you guys doing? Can you say something, please, guys, so that I will know that you're here? Thank you guys so much for coming in. It's so good to have you. Hey, Zaya, how are you doing? What's up, Zaya? Hey, Read For Life. Hey, Jillian. What's up? Hey, Zaya, how are you doing? What's up, Zaya? Okay, so I'm just going to share out the link. Guys, give me a while to just share out the link, please. Thank you. Okay, so Jillian, I'll be joining you on live with me. Okay. And remember, today we are here for the live pop quiz session. So thank you guys so much for being in. I'm just awaiting other persons to join the live. So once we have other people joining, then I'm gonna definitely begin. So how are you doing, Zaya? What's up? It's been a while since I've seen you. It's been a while. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so once you're here, can you just say something so we can know who's here? I invited some of my students from the summer learning program. So once you're here, say hello so that we can know you're here. Just say your name and we can know that you're here with us, okay? Because on Friday, this is where we're going to do our reading program on Friday. Oh, hello to you. So we have Chrissy, we have Ayana, we also have Stephen. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. So we're gonna start the start now. Once I get it out to the parents, so I'm going to start now. Hey, Cherish. Hey. Cherish and Bria, what's up? How are you guys doing? So good to see you. So good to see you, Cherish and Bria. Okay, so who else is here with us? Please just type your name. If you're here from the summer learning program, type your name, because I want everybody to be in, because on Friday, we are going to have our program here on Friday on YouTube. So on Friday, we're going to have a story program, and this story is going to come to you from the author of the book, the person who wrote the story, and you would be answering questions, and there are prizes that you can win. Okay? So you'll be listening to the story as the author reads the book, and then you'll be answering questions. Okay? Oh, hey, Omarian. Hey, Azania. How are you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Okay, so I think I already sent it out to all the parents. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to share the live on YouTube, and then we're going to start. And remember, this is a pop quiz. So we are going to be asking you questions on stories that you may have read before. And a lot of you would have heard so many stories like the Little Red Riding Hood and all these stories. So those are the questions that you're going to be answering, okay? Good. So let's get right into it. So now I'm going to join in with me. I am going to have Miss Ro, okay? And Miss Ro, she's the author that you will be hearing from. So I'm going to join her in with me, okay? So she's gonna come on live with me. She's gonna come on live with me, and once she gets on live with me, then that's how we're gonna do it, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna post a link inside the chat, and the only person I want to click on the link is Miss Ro, okay? So Miss Ro, you're gonna click on the link to join in with me, please. The link that I just posted in the chat, please click on it so that you can join me live. So, Miss Roy, if you can hear me, please click on the link so you can join me live. Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon to you, Miss Raw. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm doing very, very well.
Okay.
Today
That's
is a
so good
beautiful
to
day
hear.
and I'm happy.
Okay, it's so good to see you. So, children, parents, this is Miss Rowe, and she's an author, and she's representing the Read for Life program in Barbados. And they normally do a lot of reading programs, which I get towards helping children to develop an interest in reading and help them to better their reading skills. So she's the one that will be doing the story with you on Friday. She wrote a book, and that book is so nice. So she's going to show you the book. Can you guys see the book? If you can see the book, say yes. So if you can see the book, please say yes. Please say yes that you can see the book. So that's the book that she's going to be reading for you on Friday. And remember, I said that you guys can answer questions from the story that she's going to read. And when she reads the book, when she reads the book, you're going to answer the questions. You're going to be winning prizes. And, you know, I told some of you before that the prizes are $50 worth of school supplies to go back to school. And the next prize is for you to win a photo shoot. And that photo shoot is compliments Wave Life production. Okay? So maybe your birthday is coming up, or maybe you have some special event that you're going to be dressing up for, or something that you would want to have a photo shoot. So those are the two prizes. So you can either win a photo shoot, or you can win yourself $50 worth of back to school supplies. And Miss Rush is no stranger, okay, because
No.
she normally comes to St. Vincent. She did a program in St. Vincent back in 2017, I think, or 2016.
2000 and probably 16.
Right. And there she did a program at my school. At that time, I was teaching at Argyle Primary School. So
Mm-hmm.
she did a program with the students there, and it was really nice. The students, their responses was so great towards
That's
her.
fun.
Okay, so you don't know. Maybe she might come back to St. Vincent, and she might want to do another session with you guys in the future, because she does a lot of work with libraries in the Caribbean. So that would be something that we can think about, okay, to have her here. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So without further ado, let me just allow Miss Rowe to introduce herself to you guys. So go right ahead, Miss Rowe. Please introduce yourself to them.
Well, hello and good afternoon to everyone. I'm glad to see you all logging in online to share your thoughts with Miss your teacher, Miss Naijan, and also to have fun online with the other participants. My name is Julian Rowe, and I am with Read for Life Barbados. And we have had projects. We have traveled to the beautiful library in St. Vincent. We have also gone to Dominica. And the projects we have done in the islands have been reading programs, going from school to school and reading with students like yourself, visiting your school, but also having you guys write compositions and show us what your favorite books are and how you write stories. Everyone has a story to tell. Even if your teacher hasn't given you a composition to write, you have a story to write for yourself. Why? Because we all have friends and we all have experiences, and things happen to us that we think are really great or really bad. And all of those things create and combine to give you your own personal story. When you're reading picture books, now some people like picture books more than books with lots of words. I want to see in the chat, which one of you, which do you like better? Do you like picture books or do you like books with lots of words? I would love to see your answer. You can type picture for picture books and words for books with lots of words. But either way, it doesn't matter because we read in both of the books, the ones that have the pictures Sometimes we might see the picture and get an idea because we're looking at it, and then we read the words to figure out what the picture means. And then for the ones that have mostly words, we have to read the words. But guess what you get to do? You get to imagine the pictures in your head. That means if a story said it was a bright and sunny morning, if it was only words, you could imagine that the sky was not yellow, but pink. And there's nothing wrong with that. So we encourage you and everyone else to read the stories, read the words, look at the pictures, but then create a story for yourself. I hope that gives a good description of what I do when I read, and I have written books as a result. And I think we should listen to the stories that you guys have to write.
Okay, so I hope that every one of you heard that. Okay, so I see some persons are saying that they love pictures, some are saying that they love words. Okay, nice. That's good. Okay, so it's always good for you to love pictures because pictures can help you to form the meaning for what you're reading, and it's also good to love the words too. Okay, because when you love the words, they allow you to want to read them so you can understand what the book is all about, and that will be the best thing that you can do. Okay, so I see Azani saying that she loved both of them. Ah, nice.
Both
So
are
that's
good.
good. When you love both of them, that's really good. Okay, so we are gonna go right into it now. It's so good to have all 15 persons joining us this afternoon. And please know that each and every one of you, you're very much welcome. Those of you who are now joining us on screen, we have Miss Gillian Rowe from Barbados, and she is a part of the Read For Life Foundation there in Barbados, and they do reading programs throughout the Caribbean. And trust me, I think it's a good network or a good collaboration to have because stories are so important to us, and reading is a fundamental thing. It's something that we need to take us throughout life. So therefore, it is important for us to keep these people close to us, especially knowing that she's an author. Come on, she's an author and she's so young to be an author. I'm sure that a lot of you children, you are persons who want to be authors someday too. Maybe it might not be like a storybook, but you can write other things too. You can write poetry, you can write other things, and that would be really good. I'm sure Miss Rowe would love to help you out. Those of you who enjoy writing.
Yes. Now, sometimes you can start off with very short stories, and they can end up being not a story at all. They can be a poem. I would like to see in the chat how many people have ever in their entire life written a poem. Poem. Because sometimes you might have the structure of a really, really big essay. But sometimes you only need to put a few words down, and that will give anyone who reads it the understanding of an entire big story just by using a few words. And that is one of the differences between writing a big composition story or an essay and using your words very skillfully, choosing the very specific words to put together to create a poem. Some of you may know that many poems rhyme. Now, if you've ever written a poem that rhymes, I would love to hear it. Rhyming words let's start with easy ones, like hat and mat and cat. Those are rhyming words. If you can create a nice poem using some of those words, you've got a very simple, very simple, basic, short poem that tells an entire story by using very few words. And then sometimes you can actually write larger compositions, which have a beginning and a middle and an end. Now, in those larger stories, you will have to create characters because someone in your story will have to be doing something, and you will probably have to give them a name. So, those are the longer stories. You have to say in your story what happened at the beginning. You have to tell us who your characters are, who is in your story. And then you have to tell us what happens in the middle. Where do you go? What happens in the middle? And then you can end the story because we've had a wild adventure in your story and it's now time to have a conclusion. Now, if any of you like to write stories with a beginning, middle, and end, let me know as well. So far, we have the poems, which are a few specially chosen words by you to create an entire story. And then we have your compositions that are basic with a beginning, a middle, and then an end. I would like to hear from you because so far I see some people like to read picture books, Rainbow Dash Productions, and Neil. We have some people who like both. We have Elisa who likes both, and Marion also does both. Very good. And then we have some that like the words. I see in Nat's Hugs who likes words alone. I want to now know if anyone has ever written poems before. That's the next thing. Has anyone written poems, rhyming poems, or the basic compositions with a beginning, a middle, and an end?
Yes, guys. So you can go ahead and answer Miss Ro in the chat, okay? And what I'll do, I would put your answers up on the screen. She would really love to hear from you. And please let me know if you would want her to do a writing workshop with you. So just like we have been doing this whole week, we have been doing reading and spelling and vocabulary on our classes, our summer learning classes, she can do a writing workshop with you guys. So once you want that, I want you to let me know that too. Okay, so we are waiting for you to respond. Please respond. Thank you.
Oh, someone's written a poem. That's very nice. That's exciting.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Come on, guys. Come on, please respond. We need your responses. That's how we're going to know what to do from here, okay? Because as much as we would love to help you, we don't want to be helping you and you don't need the help, okay? So we want to make sure that it is something that you want to. So first, I want you to respond to Miss Rowe's question. She was asking you about poetry. How many persons would have written poems before? So please respond to her question. So someone said no. Okay.
I think I see Nats wrote a poem, and so did Azania's mom. I hope I'm pronouncing that name properly.
Who's that?
Lisa John.
Oh, okay, that's Azaniah. Azaniah.
Azaniah. That's excellent. Poems are really good introductions into writing. Oh, a couple people have not. Some people have. This is interesting. Maybe, well, I would have to ask who is interested in writing a poem, but maybe that can be done.
Okay. So poetry is really, really good. And I mean, poetry is something that you can continue in your lifetime because, like some of you, when you grow up, they're friends. You might have relationships like friendship to your parents, even like for Mother's Day, also for Christmas, for whatever special occasion it is. You can make a poem for them for that event. You can also write poems when you are going to get married. So all of you, you're going to grow up and eventually you might get married and you might want to write a poem about love for your spouse when you get that person. So poetry is something that can go on for the rest of your life. Even like when you're going through times, different times of your life. Like right now we have the pandemic. You can be writing a poem about the pandemic. You can also be writing a poem about things that you're going through during this time. Some people might be feeling sad because they can't go out to play with their friends. Some people might be learning new things, and that would be something so good that you can write about some of the new things that you are learning. And remember, poems don't always rhyme, but you can rhyme them if you want them to song with a lot of rhythm and that kind of thing. You rhyme them, right? Okay. So thank you guys so much for responding. Now I want you to respond for me if you would want Miss Ro to do a writing workshop with you. So if you want Miss Ro to do a writing workshop with you, please respond, okay? Please respond now if you want Miss Ro to do a writing workshop with you. So we can know if we should get this done, just like we're doing the reading program right now. So please let us know. We're waiting on your answers. Okay, so I see Nat says yes. And that's Chrissy and Ayana. They're saying yes. Come on, guys, you need to respond so we can know. Because remember, you know, Miss Ro can be very busy too. So we have to try to catch her when she's not so busy, okay? So you need to respond so we can start setting dates and we can start getting that done so she can have the time for you guys. And writing can be something that's so difficult for children. I know there are so many students who really struggle a lot with their writing. Sometimes getting their thoughts on paper is not one of the easiest things. So if you want us to do that, please let us know so we can start putting it together to make another workshop for you guys. Okay, so I have 5 responses. Very good. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you guys are saying yes. So Miss Ro, I'm sure that you're seeing that they're responding.
Yes, I am.
Yes, they very much want to do a writing workshop with you. And you know, it never hurts to get some new blood. You know, when you get some new blood, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. It's exciting. All good. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so I guess Miss Ro and I will work that out because most of you have responded and said yes. We'll work that out as to the timing and we'll create a good time frame for you guys and ensure that this workshop comes off. So thank you so much for your responses. Okay, at this time now, I'm gonna begin the question session. Unless Miss Ro has anything else that she would like to say to you guys. Come on, Miss Ro, if you have anything that you want to say.
The only thing I would like to say is, yes, I will be happy to do a writing session with you guys. I would encourage you to start to get any poems that you have or any pieces that you've written, start to get that together so that when you hear when the session is going to be, you can have something to bring, and then I'll bring some. We'll just have a really, really good time learning how to use words. Apart from that, I will just say that you can follow some of the other things I share on Read For Life Barbados. And you can look for Read For Life Barbados on Facebook or on our website, www.readforlifebarbados.com. And you can follow other things that we post as it relates to literacy, because literacy includes not just being able to use words, not just being able to understand how to write words and understand phonetics, but it means that you can analyze information to create a response to what your thoughts are and write your opinions and actually speak your opinions. So it has a lot to do with confidence in that you have command over the English language and you're able to speak it properly, clearly, and correctly so that people can understand everything that you want to say. So I do a lot of work with literacy, which is even beyond reading. So I would encourage you guys to stick with Naisha's program and get ready for the writing workshop. That's what I have to say.
Okay, that's so great. I am so happy to know that you want to get that on the road and get it done. And honestly, I'm going to be behind you to get it done.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So the next thing that we're going to do right now, we're going to do a pop quiz. And as I've stated to you guys before, I've said to you that on Friday, Miss Ro would be back here with me and we're going to do the session right here on her story. So please show them the book again. And
Oh,
we're going to do that session on that book. And then you're going to be answering questions. And remember the prices that I've said. You can win a photo shoot, whether you have a birthday, whatever you have coming up. Compliments Wave Life Production. And you can also win yourself $50 worth of back to school items. Okay, and just to announce, if those of you who are looking for the Read for Life link, it's in the description box of this video, so you can click on it. I have the IG link, which means Instagram, and I also have the YouTube link. So you guys can click on those and you can please go to their Facebook page, their Instagram page, and you can make sure that you like their Instagram page so you can keep up with what's going on there. And also their YouTube page right here. You can keep up with what's going on there. So you can get further help for your kids. Okay? So it is so grateful to see all of you who turned out this week and all that, and your kids, they're so warm. Honestly, they're very warm. They were so wonderful. Hey, Chi Boy, thank you so much for coming into the live. So good to see you.
hi.
Okay, so now let's get to the question section. And children, I know that all of you are familiar with one or two or three or four of these stories or even more, right? And there are questions that you'll be able to answer on them. So you're going to listen and you are going to respond. Please remember, if you can't type, your parents can type the answers for you. You can just tell them the answers and they can type it for you. So we would appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay, so because Miss Ro, she's the guest here, I'll let her shoot first with one question. Okay, so go ahead and ask your first question, Miss Ro.
Okay. Well, to my knowledge, today we are doing fairy tales,
Yeah,
which, as you said, everyone knows a little bit about.
yep.
So I'm going to start with a very, very easy question, if you can figure it out. This story, this fairy tale, includes many threes. There are three main characters. There are three bulls. And I want to ask you what the name of this fairy tale is. It it has three main characters and three bulls. I think that's easy.
Yeah, that's
Which
a very
fairy
easy
tale?
one.
Okay, all right.
That's one of the stories that you hear very early when you're a child.
Oh, well,
So come
I
on, guys, let's see
I
your
want to see who's going to
answers.
answer.
Type your answers in for us, please. Thank you.
Hey. I'm seeing some answers.
Okay, so let's read the question. Let's read the answers to see who's correct there.
I see Lisa John Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah, I saw that
That
one
came,
too.
that came in first. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks. Do you have any special criteria? Or I can only see who came first, but do you have, what do you think? What do you think?
No, go ahead. They're just answering the questions. Remember today is not the
Okay, well,
giveaway. The giveaway is on Friday.
yes, well, I mean, I will go for the person who wrote it first. I'm not going to be a stickler right now for grammar or
Anything.
anything right
Yes.
now. No. So I will say yes. That's my. Do you want me to ask another question now, or do you
Go
want to ask
ahead.
one?
Go ahead.
Okay. 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 All right. Well, I'm going to go with another easy one, and oh, this is going to be too easy. I hope the children are the ones answering this. This is going to be very easy. All right, good. Who had to go home by midnight? Give me the name of the story in which a character, the main character, had to be home by midnight. By the time that clock struck 12, she had to be at
So,
home. Mm-hmm.
who was that? Who was that? I'm sure you guys know that. Which character
Hey,
home by midnight?
I'm seeing some answers.
Ah, I see Chrissy, and Ayana. So not Hugs, it's Chrissy and Ayana. Okay.
Yes, Chrissy and Ayana. Okay, that
And
was a
then we
quick
have
one.
Cherish and Bria. And then Azani. Wow. Okay, so the first correct answer. Okay, guys, so we're going with the first correct answer. So make sure
Right.
you try your best to type in your answers very fast. Okay. So is that
Mm-hmm.
correct, Miss Ro?
Yes, we have Chrissy and Ayana came in first with their answer of Cinderella.
Cinderella, indeed.
Now the glass slipper is also a very popular scene in the Cinderella story, but also she had to get home before 12 o'clock, or else why her spell would be erased. So she had to get home by 12 o'clock in the night. Well, that's good. All right. I have another one for the children. Which fairy tale has in seven dwarfs? They're dwarfs. Dwarfs are mythical short creatures. There were several of them in this story, and each of them had a different personality. Oh, I see Lisa John has come in swinging with Snow White, not making sport at all. Who is Lisa John representing?
Oh, that's Omarion. Omarion.
Marion. Okay, good job, Marion. Good job. Oh, excellent. Right. And so we know Snow White had the dwarves. Someone says five dwarves. Dwarves. They had different characteristics, and each of them had a different name. All right. My next question. So the answer was indeed Snow White. And so my next question is, which fairy tale had a main character who was made of wood, completely made of wood at the very beginning, but then was also the same character, completely a normal human being? Give me the name of the fairy tale that has a main character who was completely made of wood. A, I see an answer. I see Marion again with Pinocchio. This story is often known for the
No,
lies.
that's Azani. Azani. Azani,
Azani.
yeah.
Lisa. Okay, Azani. Well, congratulations, Azani.
And Chrissy and Ayana. Then
Yes, Christiana. You guys came in
and
next.
Cherish
Yes,
and Julia.
very good. Pinocchio is often known for
You
the.
guys are doing well, getting all those things correct. Good job.
Yes, he was a puppet at first, completely made of wood. All right. Some other fairy tales include. Oh, this one might be a bit tricky, but may not be at the same time. This fairy tale has two main characters, and one of them was turned to ice. One of them was completely turned to ice. Two main characters, and one of them was completely turned to ice. Oh, you see why I couldn't say one was completely frozen? Because clearly that would have given away
The answer.
the entire fairy tale. So we have both characters. One had the ice through the heart, and the other one was completely frozen at the end. Yes, frozen is the correct answer. And we have Lisa John, who you said was Omarion, or is that
Azani.
Azani? Azani
Very
came in
good,
first with
Azani.
Frozen.
Good job,
All right,
Azani. You got it correct.
you guys need to be quick.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. The next fairy tale that I want you to guess actually includes the next fairy tale includes a princess who was, how should I put this? A princess who liked to sleep a lot. I think that's a fair question.
Come on. Think of the princess who liked to sleep a lot.
That one's an easy one. That's a very easy one.
That one is so easy.
I should see answers. Yes. This princess liked to sleep so much. But not only that she wanted to, but she kind of was forced to sleep a lot. It was Sleeping Beauty. Right. Okay. All right. This next one might be a bit different because it's a modern fairy tale. And the clue I have for you, give me the name of this fairy tale that is based and occurs in the United States of America. Wow. But one state in particular. It happens in the state of New Orleans. I wonder who knows that modern fairy tale. And this fairy tale, it happens, all of the story happens in the United States of America, but in particular one state, New Orleans. Can anyone tell me what the name of that fairy tale is?
I would really love to hear that answer because I don't think I know that.
Let's see. Now remember.
I don't think I know that, guys. So let's see who knows something. Come on, let's see who knows something. Come on. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. You can fool my eye. Come on, you can fool my mouth. And you can swell my nose, guys. Come on.
And actually, if you can get the name of the princess too, that would be nice. But you have to remember, I said it's a modern fairy tale. Now remember, the last time I gave you a modern fairy tale, we looked at Frozen. That should be quite a clue there. So if I say a modern fairy tale, I think you should be checking about modern.
Okay, so that means that's one that came in recently, okay? So it wasn't long time ago in your mommy and granny and daddy days, but it is
Hmm.
in your time today. So come on,
That's it.
think of the fairy tales that are new now, that mommy
This,
and daddy do not even
mhm.
know about. They're just hearing about them now. Come
This
on, think of
princess
one.
grew up in New Orleans, which is in the United States of America. I'll tell you one more clue about her. Uh-oh, someone's got it. The clue was that she loved, and New Orleans is the city of jazz, and she loved jazz. And I see that we have an answer, and it is The Princess and the Frog. The
Wow, this
Princess
is
and
so
the Frog
cool.
is a modern fairy tale story. It is a she is a Disney princess. She's an African American Disney princess. And, oh yes, and this entire story happened in the United States in the state of New Orleans. And she loved jazz. All right, that was
So
a
you
bit
guys did
tricky.
a good job because I didn't know that one, honestly. I never paid attention to the detail of
Mm,
a princess that lives in New Orleans. So I
mhm.
really and truly, if I would have guessed that, I may have said something else.
Ah, okay, yes. Oh, maybe I should go more geographical then. I'll make it tricky. But before I do, I
Yeah,
have
'cause
another one.
that's a lot of details right there.
Yeah, it
And you
is.
know,
It
that's
is. It is.
sometimes the thing. Sometimes we are reading stories or we are listening to stories, and there are certain details that we do not pay attention to at all. And these are things that can really help us, like in knowing like different places, learning about new places and all that. That would come into our civics or social studies, geography, that kind of area. So,
Yeah,
guys, please, when you're reading stories next time, pay attention to the setting of the story. And that would be a part of the setting of the story, which is something that you always need to pay attention to.
I completely agree. Because any story that you write can happen anywhere in the world. And so at some point in time, you have to let the reader know where your story is taking place. Is it taking place
Definitely.
in Barbados, in St. Vincent, in Dominica, in outer space, or in your own imaginary country, or in a fishbowl? You have to tell us where. Speaking of fishbowl, my
So,
next, my next, my next question. My next question is a princess who traded fins for feet. Which princess traded fins for feet?
think about it. Which princess traded fins for feet? And I think that was one back in my days, So that
That is a
big
classic.
old, yeah, and it's a costume that a lot of kids would want to wear. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
story.
We have answers. So I asked which princess. Yes, Ariel, spelled a little differently, but yes, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. So I did ask about the princess. So I'm going to give Nat's Hugs the which is um Chrissy and Ayana,
Yeah.
the Ariel story. Yes. Okay, okay. The next question is which 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 fairy tale had in a princess, again, that's the running theme, but a princess who married a thief? Which fairy tale is based on the story of a princess who married a thief? Or is there such a fairy tale? There is one, but I want to see who's going to get it. Whoa, that was fast. Oh, well. On this note, I see two possible answers. Because I didn't say whether it was a modern or an old story. But I
I
see
know.
both Aladdin and Jasmine, which is excellent. And I also see Tangled
That
because,
good.
to my knowledge, Tangled, she was also a princess and she also married a thief. So I'm going to have to give both. I think because both are correct. Both are very correct.
Yes, and you see that's one of the most important thing to make sure that the questions are structured specifically to the point.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You guys are doing well. Awesome. So that means my students, they know their stories. Good job. I can see all you light bulbs. Come on, light bulbs.
Yes, excellent. All right. I have another question for you. Which story included a princess who had, oh gosh, I don't want, this is going to be an easy one. Get your fingers ready on those keys. The princess who had the longest Remy in the world.
Come on. You can get this
Oh,
one.
to break that down, the longest hair, because I want the children to answer. So, people buy hair pieces, but which princess had the longest hair in the world? Okay, whoa, Brenadine, I think, is she coming with the first one?
That's
Typing
Cherry
Rapunzel?
Shambria. Cherry Shambria. Nice.
Cherry Shambria. Rapunzel. Now she had, in the story, it was very long golden hair. So that is correct. I think that was fairly easy. Perhaps not as easy. I don't know. Because this is also a new fairy tale. And I want you to tell me the name of the fairy tale that includes a princess from the Nordic islands.
Here
Wow,
we go
let's do some
again.
geography.
Yes,
The Nordic islands are very, very, very far to the north of the entire world. And it's very cold up there. The Nordic islands are known for having a history of not, let me see, has anyone had it? Not yet. No one. Nope, it is not Fiona. I want the name of the fairy tale though. The
the
Nordic
story,
islands
the
are
name of the
islands at the
story.
very top of the world, very cold. They include countries like Iceland, Poland, um, very, very cold to the north, the Netherlands. Yes, Nordic, Nordic islands, Nordic countries.
Come on, guys, think about it.
It's a modern day princess. And I was saying that their peoples descended from the
Think
Vikings.
about
That's a very
Greenland.
good clue.
Think about Iceland, Norway, those places.
Yes, the princess's family were descendants of the Vikings. The Vikings were a group of people who were able to Braveheart. Braveheart. Do I know Braveheart? I know Brave. Yes, there we are.
Somebody
Brave.
said brave hat, and
Yes.
then somebody said brave.
So the Vikings were people who were able to colonize that high up in the earth, or that northern point, and were able to live, cook, enjoy themselves in very cold, very dangerous conditions. So the Vikings, and that story, that princess had, yeah, well, if you watch it, you'll know more about it. But that princess had those roots, and her father actually was the head Viking as a princess. All right. I think I'm coming to the end of my princess questions. But I do have one more. And this princess, I don't want to make it too easy. Should I get a really easy one for the end? Okay. This princess was both an Indian and an American. Not all Indians are known as Americans at the same time, but she was able to be both an Indian to Indian people and an American. I see Mulan. Mulan is a lovely princess, but she is from Asia and she does not have any Indian roots in her. Pocahontas. She was both Indian, not Indian as the country India, but she was known as an Indian and she was also an American. So that was Pocahontas. And that would have been Ayana and Christy would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
Pocahontas. Yes. Unless I have to bring a bonus question, I think I'm very proud of everyone. I'm very proud of everyone. You clearly know your princesses. There are many princesses in the fairy tale. Yeah. Although I think we have to make some fairy tales of our own. I actually have a book. Where is it? I have a book with an interesting fairy tale story. Now, the reason why I call it fairy tale is because it is so strange that the only way this could have happened is if it were in a fairy tale. Now, let me see if I can find the page. You know what it's called? If I can share it. It's called Nonsense Rhyme. Can I read it?
I don't think you should.
Okay.
Because it may come over as copyrighted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this one is, well, it's in this book. I don't know if anyone can get this book, but it's a book produced by our National Cultural Foundation.
Oh, in Barbados?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. I would have to seek that book then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, we're finished with the princesses, so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. So you're going to answer my question now. It's my turn. So, which dwarf is not one of the 7 dwarf? Is it Doggy? Is it Grumpy? Is it Minion? Or is it Dippy? Hold on. Which one is of the 7? Sorry. Which one is of the 7? Which dwarf is of the 7 dwarf? So you're going to give me one answer. Which one is of the 7? So, is it Doggy? Is it Grumpy? Is it Minion? Or is it Happy? Which one is one of the 7? One of the 7. So you have Minion, you have Happy, you have Doggy, and you have Grumpy. So we have Duppy, we have Grumpy. Okay, so I didn't call Duppy, okay? So Grumpy is the correct answer. Good job. Good job, Chrissy and Ayana. Very good. My next story who did the Little Red Riding Hood went to visit? So who was the Little Red Riding Hood going to visit? Who was the person that she was going to visit? So Little Red Riding Hood, she was going to visit somebody. Who was she going to visit? Very good, Nats. Very good. So she was going to visit her grandmother. Very good. So many answers. Wow. You guys really know your stories. I mean, I can't take that one from you guys. In which story can we find two evil stepsisters? In which story can we find two evil stepsisters? They were very evil and wicked. In which story can we find those two evil stepsisters? Very evil and wicked stepsisters. Very good, Chrissy and Ayana. That's very good. That's it right there. Cinderella. Very good. So you are the first. Then we have Cherish and Bria. Very good. Sorry, no. No, it's Cherish and Bria first. Sorry. And then Chrissy and Ayana. Then Davia. And then Azani. Wow, you guys are doing very well. Okay. So in the story, in one story, there were 12 princesses. Which story can you find 12 princesses in? Which story can you find 12 princesses in? There are 12 princesses in the story. Which story can you find 12 princesses? Let's see who know their story very well. Which story can you find 12 princesses? Seems as though that one is a bit hard. I'm not seeing any answers. You can find 12 princesses in this story. 12.
No.
Somebody said that they don't know. Davia said she doesn't know. Okay. Which story can you find 12 princesses?
Oh.
Ah, awesome. So I got some answers. Very good. Very good. Very good, Chrissy and Ayana. Yes, the 12 dancing princesses. Very good. And good job, Cherish and Bria. You guys did well. Awesome. Okay, let's see the next question. What kind of job did they do in the Snow White story? What kind of job did they do in the Snow White story? What was their occupation or what was their job? So if you know the job that they did in the Snow White story, what was their occupation or what did they do for work or for job? Think about what they did for work or for job. I'm not seeing any answers. What did they do? Ah, nice. Awesome job. Very good. Very good, Christy and Ayana. You guys know your stories well. You pay attention to every detail. So you see, you get to answer these questions because when you listen to stories, you pay attention to a lot of the fine details, and that's so good. You know, some persons could only answer like the big things that happen in the story. When it comes to the small, fine details, they would not know, because it means that they are not listening to the story well. Good job. So yes, they were minors. Awesome job. Okay, so you're going to tell me 3 things that Jack stole from the giant. 3 things that Jack stole from the giant. See if you can remember the 3 things that Jack stole from the giant. 3 things. So you have to name the 3. You can't just give me one answer. 3. Jack stole 3 things from the giant. What were they? So I see someone saying beans, but remember I need 3, not 1, 3. So you need to give me some other answers other than beans. Remember, we are looking for those things that Jack stole from the giant. Come on, guys.
I know this one is like, do you remember?
This one is such a well-known story. Come on, guys. What are the 3 things that Jack stole from the giant?
I wonder if
Somebody
there's an
said hen and
interpretation
harp.
for this one.
So I'm seeing hen and harp and money. Then I'm seeing hen, harp, and beans. Anybody else want to try? Want to give an answer? Let me see if I get one more answer. Somebody said golden egg, harp, coins. Wow. You guys are doing very well. Okay, so indeed, Jack did steal a bag of gold coins. Yes. He did also steal a harp. And the next thing that he steal was the goose. Okay, so now I see somebody telling me goose. Good job. Very good. Yes. Yes. So I guess I would give the correct thing to Omarion, because he has the harp, a sack of gold, and golden goose. Good job. Very good. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 more questions. 2 more questions. Okay, so who was the princess that the witch kept in a tower? The witch kept her in a tower. Can you remember that princess that the witch kept in a tower? And she used to let down her hair? Who can remember that? The witch kept her in a tower. Who can remember that story where she was kept in a tower? Ah, nice. I see so many answers. I see 3 persons saying Rapunzel. Yes, Rapunzel. Very good, guys. Very good. Okay, so my final question that I'm going to ask. Should I make an easy one? Or should I give you guys a hard one? Easy, hard, easy, which one? Or hard? Okay, so I'm thinking of an easy one. Okay? So in which story did they find their way back using pebbles? So they found their way back. 2 children, they found their way back by using pebbles. So they used the pebbles, throw them on the ground, so that they can remember where they walked. That was to help them to remember the path. In which story did they use pebbles to find their way back home?
Mm.
Awesome jobs. Very good. Very
Yes.
good. So I see you guys saying Rapunzel. Sorry, Hansel and Gretel. Very good. So Nat was for, sorry, no, not Nat. It was Bria and Cherish. They were first with Hansel and Gretel. Very good. Okay, guys. So I think that you guys did an amazing job in answering all these questions. And I appreciate it so much that you just came on. You were not sure what you were up to in terms of what questions you would be answering. You were not sure what was going on. And you were able to stay the course and you were able to do it. And that's good because this was like a last minute live, and I'm so sorry for the last minute information, but it was last minute because it was just last night, Gideon and I, we were talking about, you know, the story. So we were like saying, okay, so since we have to do the live on Friday, we don't really want to have any mishaps. So probably we should try to work something out today to get a live done so that we can make sure that it is going well. So that on Friday, when it's time to win the prizes, that you guys know exactly what to do and how to go about it. So hence the reason we did this live, okay? So I just wanted to say thank you so much to you parents, honestly, for allowing the children to come on here on YouTube, to be here with us to do this live. Please, if you know of a friend, if you have a friend and your friend wants to join the live on Friday, because that's what we'll be doing on Friday, we are going to be doing the live so that we can end off the summer program. And remember, we say that there are gifts that you can win. So we have the back to school supplies of $50, and we also have the photo shoot. So those are the two things that you can win: back to school supplies of $50 and a photo shoot. Compliments Wave Life production. So please, guys, make sure on Friday that your children are tuned in for us. And I definitely would send you the link as to how to get onto the live again so that you can make sure that they're here and they're ready for the story time with Miss Ro, because I know that she's an excellent storyteller and she is so willing to tell her story. Not many authors out there would come on a live public program and tell their story. And that's because of the fact that sometimes they think that if they come tell their story here, that it will be open to everyone and people will not purchase the books because they already have access to it here. So hence the reason I am so appreciative of her coming here and, being so good to be open to want to do this live to tell you guys her story. Okay? So I'm sure after this, if any one of you may want to purchase a book, she can always put you to the link or whatever way that you might be able to purchase the book. But first, you really need to hear the story, because this story, honestly, it's a wonderful story. And I know that you guys would enjoy it. I enjoy it all the time with my students. I'm sure that you would definitely enjoy it too. So you see, there she has it in her hands. And you guys can't wait to hear the story. And if you look at the illustrations, they were also done by someone from Read For Life, Faith Millington. So if any one of you might be interested in art and all that too, I'm sure Faith might want to even do something with you guys. Good? So you see, we have a lot of talents here in the Caribbean, guys. So it's just us working with one another and showing that love for each other. And that's what's going to make it right. So parents, I really want to thank you guys, honestly, for your support. You have supported for the whole week. I know that sending you this thing about the reading class, it was very last minute. Yes. And I'm so sorry for that, but I think
Sorry.
that I really got
Sorry.
a good response, even though it was last minute. It was like 2 days or so before the program. No, it was actually the Thursday before the program I advertised it. And the program was going to be started on the Monday. So it didn't get as much mileage or as much promotion as it should have. But the response was really great. And I'm so grateful for all of you who continue to allow your children to log in every day with me on Zoom to do the program. Actually, the program was supposed to be done here on YouTube, but I think that I needed the children interaction and response. I really wanted them to get a lot out of the program. So hence the reason I directed to Zoom, where I have the whole classroom and can be very interactive with them. So I want to thank you guys, and thank you guys so much for coming on here and hearing what we had to say. And I'll just let Miss Ro say her final piece. Oh, I see Chrissy and Ayana is already saying that they're interested in the
In
arts,
art?
in doing art.
Yes,
That's
yes,
really good.
yes, that is wonderful. A couple things I would say is that we don't have any more copies of this book yet, but we are looking to reprint in the future. So it's a good thing for you to listen to this live because you're probably not going to, well, you're not going to hear it from me unless I'm presenting it to you. So it's really good. We do read this book and many others in the library during our reading programs, but because of you know what, many of those places are closed at the moment. And then Faith is both an artist and a professional. And so what I will do is I will let her know. I will send her something and let her know that people are interested in art. Her illustrations are amazing, and you will see more of them when we read the book.
Definitely. So guys, another thing that you can know too is that you can follow my foundation page, because I did say to some parents that this program is not really from me myself, but from my foundation, Naima Foundation. And that's how I came into contact with Miss Rowe. So my foundation, it helps students who are facing issues with reading, vocabulary, anything that has to do with the whole language arts system. Yes, the English language arts system, it caters for that. So this year, because of the pandemic, we are unable to offer the program face to face as we normally do every summer. And so I just decided, okay, what better way than to just do it online? And hence the reason you have it to your disposal this year online. So hopefully in the future, I think I will continue to offer it online, because it's not everyone would be able to attend, because normally it's held in the community of Bible in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, and that's because that's the community where I grew up. So it's my way of giving back to the community. So hence the reason why. So I'm glad that it has been extended to people outside of that community this year. And hopefully next year, God's willing, we can extend it to more persons. Okay, so what you can do as to continue to help us and to promote our work, you can share our links. As I said to you, the Read For Life link is in the description box. So you guys can make sure you go to their Instagram page, follow them, connect with them. They have really, really good tutors there at Read For Life. You also have some that you would meet maybe later on as we continue to try to do more programs together. And I can assure you that you would really love them. So please follow their pages. I think they do have a page on Facebook too. So you can type
Yes,
in For Life
yes.
Barbados on Facebook and you will find them there. But right now I just have their Instagram and their YouTube link here. Okay, and remember, one of the things that I'm going to continue to do, for those of you who do not know, you would see that I have videos already on YouTube where I have done a lot of stuff to show parents how to help their children with like reading, spelling, and that kind of thing. So these are not really children centered, but parent-centered, and they're geared towards helping you to help your children. But after this week is done, I'm going to be posting more videos, and those videos would be to actually accommodate your children, where they would have videos that can help them with their day-to-day learning in terms of the reading, spelling, vocabulary comprehension, whatever it is. So they would be more like tutorials that can help them. So you guys can always subscribe to my channel and stay tuned with what's going on. And make sure you subscribe to Read for Life too, so that you guys can keep updated with their program and their progress. I'm sure you would love it. Yes. So any more words from you, Miss Ro?
No, I'm just happy to see that this platform is working for everyone. I think that for the parents and the children, we make this platform and we can all learn together. We're the ones who push it and are able to learn from it when we come together. So I would encourage you in as much as possible, make every single session.
Yes. And what I can assure you is that we would continue with things like pop quiz and so on. So whether it be on here on my YouTube channel or on Read for Life, we would be continuing with pop quiz throughout the vacation. So it may not be centered around stories all the time. We may change it up. So it may be vocabulary, it may be different things. So please keep your children here so that they can continue their learning and we can help them in some way. And also on Read for Life, because definitely we would do some of the quizzes and so on their pages too. So please make sure that you stay tuned to those. Okay? So I just want to thank all of you for being here. Honestly, I enjoyed your company. I enjoyed seeing you guys typing and you guys answering and all that. So now you guys know exactly what is expected of you on Friday, God's willing. So it means that we are going to have a really good session. We are going to listen to that story and we are going to answer these questions to the best of our abilities. And we'll see who comes out on top. Okay? And remember,
Thank
please practice
you.
your typing skills, guys, because remember,
Hmm.
typing is very important because we'll be choosing the first answer. Okay? For every question, we'll be choosing the first person to answer. So please practice up your typing skills in the meantime. Get it going so that you can make sure that your answers are up in the front or first. We would really love that. Okay, guys. So since Miss Ro doesn't have anything else to say, then I think I'm gonna bring this live to an end now. And honestly, I just want to say thank you guys again. And I hope that I'll see you guys tomorrow for our Zoom class. Remember, tomorrow we have our Zoom classes and we have 3 sessions. So if Miss Ro wants to pop in, she can pop in. Our first session is at 10:30 in the morning. Our second session is at 1 o'clock. And our last session is normally at 2:30. Yes. So you can
Okay.
in to our sessions and you can say hello to the children and help out in whatever way you can. Maybe you can even like go group out sessions with them because we can actually do the group out sessions so we can get something popping with them so they can become more accustomed in the event that we really get this program with the reading
Hmm.
on stream soon. So
I
thank you
will
guys
say.
for being here.
I will
Okay.
say, if I can, that for sure, apart from me, there is Jalissa, who is a teacher in the secondary school system, but she's a teacher as well. And I'm very sure that she would like to meet you guys one day. So I'm also going to talk to her. Maybe you'll see another face from Read for Life.
Yes, very much so. And I did send the link to Jelissa. I think she's actually watching because I
Oh,
did
well,
send the link.
Jalissa, we see you.
Yeah. Yes, and Jelissa, she's very, very warm. I'm sure that you guys would enjoy her
Beautiful.
company
Yes,
and definitely you would love to spend time with her. She's a really good teacher.
she
Okay?
is.
Yes, she is definitely. So I see Miss Haynes saying thank you. I
Thank
see
you very much.
Christy there saying thank you. I see Zani saying thank you, and Miss Haynes, and also I am seeing Bree and Cherish. They're also saying thank you. You guys are welcome, and thank you too so
You're
much for being
welcome,
with us.
guys.
Yes, actually, this was supposed to be a half an hour session, and how
Oh,
time flies. So now we're gonna go to an end. So thank you guys so much for being here. And until we see you guys again, you guys take care and please stay safe, okay? And please share our channels with one of your friends so that they can be here with us on Friday, okay? So once they're already accustomed to the channel, just tell them to go subscribe to both channels, Read for Life Barbados and also to my channel, Now You Teach Along. And on Friday, they'll be ready to be here with us. So they can answer questions too. So see you guys soon. Bye.
bye.